So, you remember that thing that Antheo said one time? Sometimes you just need to let things simmer before reacting, responding, and such. What does Sandy Hook shooting from 2012 and the Charlie Kirk shooting from 2025 have in common? Now, I've seen some videos. Actually came from Facebook of all places. My wife had sent me a couple. And I'm not going to play them. Not going to link them. Don't want to risk my channel. Don't want to risk the video. But I'm going to tell you what I've seen. And as far as the shooting goes, for the Charlie Kirk shooting, he had this white shirt on. And at that exact moment, there's something inside of his shirt makes his whole shirt just go poof. With a lot of violence, actually, just outward, boom. And for a sharpshooter to be that far away and shoot someone right in that artery. And the hand signals and the weird ring thing and his wife's hand on top of his hand in the casket, and she's got these two rings together. One has a big G, like the G, the 33, the Freemason. She got a double ring on with his hands, and we had experts who have been looking at his hands in the casket, many of which say for whatever reason they remind them of a mannequin or not a normal human hand. They're small. Her hands are like should be way small compared to his hands. He's a man. She's a woman. You know, all these analyses. And then there's a reminder of some interesting things that happened with Sandy Hook. Oh, and let's not take him to an ambulance, because there's going to be ambulances when there's a big campus event like that. There's going to be ambulances sitting there on standby. There always are. Let's not put him in the ambulance. Let's take him to a black SUV instead. Yeah, okay. The Sandy Hook comparison. Tell me if you remember this guy's name. Walking out of a door. His daughter just got murdered in Sandy Hook. He's going to give a speech in front of a podium. There's press outside. There's people outside. He walks out of this door. My name's Robbie Parker. Emily Parker's dad. Remember that? He came out laughing his ass off on video. And then saw, got to go into character. Remember that one? But there was numerous children, allegedly, that got killed that day. Therefore, there's numerous parents who were going to be giving speeches at the podiums, at the talk shows, wherever they were going in their little circuits to talk. And I said this back then. Believe me, I'd had a number of videos removed and my channel terminated over this kind of stuff. Previous channel. None of these people who just lost their precious children could be seen anywhere with tears coming down their face and crying in these interviews. Just happened. The guy's coming out laughing. You could probably still find that Robbie Parker Sandy Hook speech. You know, who knows? You might find it. Then again, you might not. It's probably all been removed off of freaking YouTube. But Charlie Kirk's wife, right after his death, I'm going to go around and do some podium speaking. 1-year-old and a 3-year-old. I'm the mother. I'm her. My kids are never going to see their father again. I think I'll go. I feel like pretty comfortable talking right now. And guess who else, for whatever reason, can't produce tears for some weird reason? Strange. And then we have someone with incredible knowledge by the name of Tori, who had said previously, a while back, a major social influencer, media, person, is gonna go taken out. She knows everything. So if there's a script by chance that's playing out, and every effing thing you think you know, hear of, saw, but I saw it, is a production, so to speak. What's real? What's fake? Your emotions are being toyed with by the deep state. Your emotions just got toyed with by the white hats. And we set up a GoFundMe or a Give Send Go page. They did for Charlie and this other group. We already donated $1 million to their family. We want you guys to pitch in too. And guess what? I still pitched in. But what I told you, I saw with my own eyes. I've been analyzing it too. And Donald Trump is a showman. He loves to put on shows. So where I go next with this is not from anything I saw, heard, read, Tory, nothing. This is just thoughts and opinions of mine. The 17th letter stuff hasn't gone away by any means. And we've had deltas hit, and double deltas, and triple deltas, and timing, and Entheos reminding us, oh, remember that? Yeah, oh yeah. It didn't go away. It didn't go away. It's not fake. So if it's almost dawn, almost go time, like it's 3 a.m., it's 3 a.m., it's 3 a.m., eternal. KLF is gonna rock you. Do you remember that jam? Do you remember that jam? KLF is gonna rock you. It's 3 a.m. It's almost dawn. We're getting used to hearing the National Guard's being mobilized. Chicago for violence. Memphis, Tennessee, violence. New York. We're getting D.C. We're cleaning up D.C. We're mobilizing the National Guard on a regular basis all of a sudden. Trump could have done that his first term. Why is it a thing now? Are there crazy things happening that are outside of the norm of statistics we have been used to for decades even? Not really. Why now? Why are we cleaning up the neighborhoods all of a sudden? Because it might be almost dawn. It might almost be go time. So there's certain people who may need to be done away with for their own safety and family safety due to some crazy events that will be coming. And there could be a little bit of loss of control from law enforcement, federal government for a little time. You never know. And those people could easily be targeted. Guy like Charlie Kirk could be targeted like you couldn't believe. So if we can just wink, wink, get rid of him now, all those weirdo lefties will think he's gone forever. That's my opinion. That's my thought. I'm not saying it's true. Not saying I got this from somebody. Entheos, Tory, didn't. Nope. Have not gotten anything. But it's a thought. It's definitely a thought. Why does he need to go away right now? What's the point? And of course, it happens to be a lefty. No, he's not a lefty. He's a conservative. Well, he's not conservative. He's a lefty. He's married to a trans. Well, he's not married, but he's dating a trans. Taylor Swift. Oh my God, I could be a target next. I was just watching a Jim Brewer thing, the comedian. He's doing a skit about this nonsense. Not this particular thing, but this nonsense in the world of politics and Trump and Epstein and all this other shit. And cue Taylor Swift. He does a little thing about Taylor Swift. Oh my God. And lo and behold, today I read a headline, Taylor Swift is now concerned. Jim Brewer must be a psychic. And Jim Brewer's a little pissed off right now because he saw old Bill Gates and Zuckerberg at a meeting with Trump. And he's like, wait a minute. Because he has his own little show on YouTube, his own channel, and he talks and does stuff there. Not so much skits, but or like comedy stuff for the most part. Although it comes out of him naturally, And he's like, isn't that the guy that destroyed free speech, Zuckerberg, and put a whole bunch of money into swaying a certain election a certain way? And isn't that guy next to him Mr. Depopulation himself? Where we're going to put the stuff in the mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes are going to... And that too? We're going to block out the sun. Isn't that the same guy? He is like, look, I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Why is he meeting with these two guys? Is this all a big show? Are we all just... They're going to spray us like we're bugs and, raid us in the face. We're just being sprayed in the face with raid from everybody. Why are those two guys sitting right next to him? And I thought, that's a good question. That's a good question, Jim. I am going to CC Tori and Entheos on Truth Social and Tori on her Telegram as well to just see if I can get a little response. I haven't gotten a response. Not that that's uncommon, because these guys are very busy doing all kinds of shit. So I don't expect a response necessarily. But I tried, because I'd like to get lucky and maybe catch them in a spot where they happen to see it, and reply to me. And just to be sure, while I'm doing this video, I could very quickly go to Truth Social and just take a quick glimpse of my notifications to see if by chance something was in there, and there's not. There's no response. A few people retruth it. And again, there's reason, maybe the reason, like we've seen in the past, he loves having his friends close, but God, does he love having his enemies closer? He had Fauci right there, front and center, Dr. Birx, front and center. Remember the guy, the guy with the white, gray beard, Bolton? Beard and mustache. Had that guy front and center for a while, and now that guy's being investigated. They may charge him. You know what I mean? Like, so, okay, like, all right. Sit back and relax. Again, Entheos, sometimes you need to let things simmer before reacting. Getting all bent out of shape. All right, fair enough. But Jim Brewer, you make a good point. What are we watching? Is this some kind of clown show? My wife's like, I told you I'm going to be right. I'll be right about Trump too. He's just one of those guys replacing the next guy. Same team, same everything. I'm like, Evelyn, listen, if you're right, I will give you credit. I'll give you credit. Evelyn, man, you're right. I'm sorry, I was wrong, man. I thought I knew this stuff way better than you, of course, but man, I guess I got that wrong. But I've never received a bad dream about Trump. Like he's a bad guy or anything like that. Quite the contrary. Or quite to the contrary. Again, we have to wait and see. But the main point of this was, I believe we just witnessed a white hat operation exactly how the black hats do it. They do it, we do it. Donate money to that fake group. Donate money to this fake group. That fake death. This fake death. Everybody donate money. Your emotions are being yanked out of your heart. You're crying. You're upset. And then there's a chance that you're watching a show, so you might as well cry watching your favorite movie. Well, they're all actors. It's fake. Yeah, but it was a good acting job. Every time I see that movie, I cry at that one point. When Old Yeller died, man. Old Yeller. Not an old country song. I didn't cry when Old Yeller died. Something like that. You're just used as for your emotions. It's an emotional vote. It's an emotional donation. Everything's emotions. Got one of my daughters arguing with me over the whole thing. Dad, here's a conservative. There was a gun rights. That guy's about gun rights. Dad, you still believe in gun rights? Of course I do. Because if you didn't have gun rights, we'd already been in a complete dictatorship. We'd have been locked up, and you guys would have probably been thrown away with me because you're my kids. They can't have guys like me talking on YouTube like I used to. So yeah, we do need the gun still. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. They'll find some other tool to use, Emily. So you're having these arguments with your kids, your family. They think this, you think that. All over something. Let's just pretend that's fake. Let's just pretend it's fake for a second. Your relationship with your family, your kids, they're upset, you're upset, you're trying to have a conversation, they can't handle it. And then at the end of the day, sometime later, you realize, oh my God, that we were fighting over something that never even happened. Yeah. This guy's got the bullet casings with the markings. He's got, there's always this like manifesto thing. There's this stuff. It's a left-wing lunatic. It's a right-wing lunatic. Just turn it all off. Just turn it all off. I rarely watch anything anymore. Couldn't really avoid this one, but in the beginning, I just didn't even care. No. Wait a little bit of time, let things simmer. Yep, there's that thing. That's interesting. That's out of place. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You can't cry. Can't do this. Lost your husband. Your kids don't have a father. Can't cry. I'm going to go talk in front of a podium and kind of give the emotion that I'm about to cry, but not actually cry. And when you tell people this, their response normally, because this happened with Sandy Hook too, well, people sometimes process things a little. Stop. Your father was just your kid's father was just murdered. They're 1 in 3. Your husband is dead. Some people process it a little differently. They may not be able to cry. How about 12 or 13 Sandy Hook parents who couldn't cry? They process things a little differently. All of them. Yeah, me too. I did too. But I didn't lose anybody. I was crying before my dad even died. Many times. I was crying because I knew he was about to die. And then when he died, of course, I cried. Everybody in that effing house, at my sister's house that day, cried. He didn't get murdered. He was 74 years old. I'm old enough, I'm 47, about to be 48 soon. I still cried when my dad died. Not because he was murdered. Oh, no, he took his life too soon. This crazy event, no. It was expected. It was known it was coming. We're preparing for it even. Still cried my eyes out. My friend Walt, treasure hunter friend, he's on his way out. A la my dad's scenario. Cancer. Don't even know the guy that well. But he's a great man. Great that I got to meet him, have a little time with him out in the mountain. And I cried the other day over him. He's not dead yet, but he's getting close. And you're going to tell me a woman married to her husband in a very loving relationship with the kids and all can't whip up some tears. Everything is a show. Turn it all off and go spend time with your family, your loved ones. Don't even engage in conversations. Like I should have not even engaged with my own daughter in this. Should have just, Emily, I don't really want to talk about it. Just leave it alone. Wasn't worth it. And in the meantime, I haven't been really connected to much. I've been wanting to spend more time with my family than I've ever had the urge to in my entire life. I've been wanting to spend time with my wife more than I ever have in my entire life. We had a little problem 7 months ago, my wife and I, and things almost ended abruptly. And I came to some realizations about myself and how I've been and not meeting her needs and all these things, and my kids and how I treated them, yelling and stuff, and shouldn't have yelled at dumb things in my life. Came to a major oh shit moment. What have you been doing your whole life with these people? And I changed overnight. And I realized how important family is. I realized how important my wife is. And then there's all this bullshit noise out there trying to steal your attention away, and your emotions away, and your feelings away from the things that matter the most. And then what do? You're fighting over it. You're fighting over this fake effing thing that initially maybe you thought was real, and they thought was real. And then you realize it's all a show. Therefore, that other thing, like the trainee he's married to or dating, doesn't matter. The bullet casing he had doesn't matter. None of this matters because it's all a setup. Oh, huh. And I fought with my wife, or I didn't, but just pretend. I fought with my wife over this. I fought with my daughter over this. We were arguing. And this was a white hat operation? We are nothing. What's that? Remember that from Bill and Ted? Excellent Adventure? All we are is dust in the wind. We're nothing to these people. None of them. We're nothing. We're a vote. We are an opinion they need to sway. Left side, right side, doesn't matter. You're a vote. You're an asset sometimes. Most of the time, you're a jabroni. But it's voting season. You're an asset now. We need you. We need to sway your vote. So why even get bothered by it? Why put yourself through the torture? I turned my life around so fast and dedicated my time to my family lately in the last 7 months that I really realized absolutely nothing else matters. And nothing else matters. Yeah. And my marriage, and you can ask my wife this, is the best it has ever been in 22 years. Unbelievable. And yes, I did do the testosterone therapy too. That did help me. Because if you're low, you have issues. If you're high, you have the same issues. Too high, same issues. Too low, same issues. You could have anger problems, snapping at people like I would snap at my family over dumb things. That was one of my things. Got on that damn testosterone. Can't get mad. I can't get mad. Things I already recognized that would piss me off. Doesn't even bother me. So I did need that. But I did that because my wife had been asking me our entire marriage. You should probably look into that. Your testosterone in the blood results is kind of low. It's on the low end of normal, but it's like really low end of normal. I don't know. I feel fine. You think you're fine. Then I got on it and I was like, oh my God. Okay, maybe I wasn't fine. Maybe I did have a few little issues, And anyway, so it's been incredible. And I actually changed, like completely changed. And it was for my family, for my wife, for my marriage. And again, all this stuff is vying for your attention. It wants your attention. News, breaking news. Turn that effing shit off. And spend time with your family. Surprise them. Have date nights with your wife. Do things that, things you get in a routine when you get older and you have kids and you're used to, she's a homeschool mom, stay-at-home mom. She does this all the time. Okay, well, now the kids are 19, 16. Ian's 5. Things have changed. You guys, aren't the two lovebirds when you were, she was 19 or whatever she was, 20 or 19 or 20 when I met her. And I was probably 22 or 23. And, I would have been 22 if she was 20. But then you get in this groove and everything's just normal and you don't spend time, you don't talk to each other very long. You don't spend time catching up with each other. You don't spend time like you used to. You don't do date night. Like you just get in these routines of, this is parent life now. And then you just get too used to it. Do something. Go out together. Spend time together. I've had more conversations, lengthy conversations with that woman in these last few months than I've ever had with her in 22 years. And it's like, communicate. You're having a problem? Communicate. Don't hold it in. Talk about it. Okay. And then other things, not even necessarily problems, just talking. Oh, let's go. Let's both go take Ian to drop him off and we'll pick him up. Oh, I can't have dance lesson. You go. Okay, I'll go get him. And you drop him off. I'll go get him. Okay. Well, I'll be home on time. Why don't we both go get him? Okay, let's go. Just you get in a routine and stuff and it gets normal. And again, you have all this other stuff trying to get your attention. And the next thing you know, like, how many people were aggravated by what they thought they saw with Charlie Kirk? Whether it was emotional sadness, madness, rage, I can't believe this effing lefty lunatic, oh, God damn it. Ugh. And you took it out on your family that day. You took it out on your wife or husband or whatever, your kids, your coworker, your friends, your dad, your mom. Your sisters, I told you about those effing gun rights. Now how do you like, Is it worth all of that emotional drain from you? You're allowing these things to drain your life force. And there's no need for it. Because once you see the blueprint, like I have found years ago and told you through all those old videos that no longer exist, once you see the blueprint, you know what they do. You can't trick them. You can't trick me again once I figured it out, right? So, why let these things bother you? If so much of it's fake and made up and to get your emotions and whatever, to lean you to thinking some certain way or voting some certain way, they could have just said the guy died in a car crash. Oh, poor Charlie crashed today. Oh, no. No. We've got to assassinate him. But again, there could be a bigger picture here. So that when the National Guard and the military step in, as the 17th letter said, you have to kind of be okay with it. Because they don't want you getting in the way because you're not their enemy. The deep state's their enemy. And that enemy is going to be paying for protesters, Antifa, and everything else to go out there and cause chaos. Foreigners, again, illegals. They don't want you out there, but they also want your support. So if we have to kind of sway your support by showing you some things that are fake, to kind of benefit us, sorry, but you got to take one for the team. Thanks. Okay. But my life and my emotions and the things I pay attention to, they all have value to me. And I don't like being toyed with. I really don't like being toyed with. Which is why I barely pay attention to anything these days. And as soon as you saw this happen, this is absolutely a government operation here. Even if, he was really taken out. Government operation here, no doubt. You could see it from a mile away. So, yeah. Oh, no, it was just a young guy who left the, Yeah, sure. So, on that note, that's the video I wanted to do for you. Spend time with your family. It's the only thing that matters. My wife would tell me this throughout our marriage, forever. Joe, family is the most important thing. Not your airplane, not your helicopter, not New Mexico, not even your friends. Your family is the most important thing. And yet, I spent a lot of time with my friends in the helicopter, whatever, flying stuff, all my little hobbies that I enjoyed. I'm like, Evelyn, I don't even have a day job anymore. I'm home all the time. Yeah, but you're here, but you're not here. What do you mean I'm here all the time? You're here, but you're not here. And then I finally got it. Okay, time to make a change. As Michael Jackson said, make that change. I'm talking to the man in the mirror. Oh, yeah. I'm asking him to change his way. The message couldn't be any clearer. So I changed. I knew what I had to do. I knew what I've done looking back at things that I made my kids cry or my wife cry or whatever. By yelling and getting angry about something. And I'm like, I feel like it's too late for me. Like, their kids are older now. Only my 5-year-old's not going to know that dad. Ian's going to only know the good dad. Because he's 5 now. He's never seen me like that. But my girls have. My wife has. And there's no reason for them to live like that. For me to wonder what's dad going to yell at us about or my husband going to yell about today. Or the dishes left out or whatever. Time is too short. That's my family. It's not even my friends, it's my family. Again, I just came to this realization of just, oh my God, what have I done? And life for the last several months has been amazing. Ain't nobody walking around here on eggshells. My wife's not wondering what am I going to yell at her next about or something. Nope. I want to know what I can help you with. How can I help you today? What can I help you with? Anything? Chores, whatever. And there's the little speak of the devil. Bro, you picking a boogie right on camera? Bro, I think you're out of the view on that one.
What?
You were out of the view. There you go. You know, when I was little, my dad used to sing me a song
What?
he made up.
What?
This is actually a true story.
What?
It goes like this. Pick a booger, Joe. Nobody has to know. This way. That was the song. So anyways, family is the most important thing. Turn all this noise off.